Carl's Craft. Welcome back if you've been before, and hi if this is your first time here. This is my whip and chat of the week where you find out what's been happening in the Withington household. I've got my candle lit for everybody that might need some positivity, some thoughts and prayers. Just need to know that somebody's thinking of them, and I've lit a candle for them. I've got my juice. Also got some hot summer fruits today. Oh, my tray. I've got my light pad. I've got my tray. I've got my Harbour Freight with all my dibbity diamonds in. I've got my painting with diamonds pen as well that came with the tray. And we are still working on the Christmas penguins. So how's everybody else's week gone? You all alright? You all doing okay? I think I'm going to have to turn this because I don't think I'm going to be able to work. My brain is not working very good today, so I think we're going to have it the right way round today, which is fine. Can you all see it okay? Do you want to zoom in a bit more? Hang on, let's see if I can zoom you in. Hang on, no, wrong way. There we go. How's that? Is that zoomed in too much? Hope not. Probably bang my head on the camera now, won't I? Yeah, am I going to bang it? Hang on, I think I might. So we'll just go up a little fraction more. There you go. That'll do. Near enough, innit? So how's everybody doing? You doing all right? Is your week going all right? Oh, come on. That's it. I'm having a job seeing it all today. Everything's like a blurred. I think my glasses are clean. I've got my scruffs on, so I do look really scruffy today. But I don't care because I've been busy. The weather here is, surprise, surprise, wet. Yes, wet. Windy in the night, windy a little bit this morning, but not too bad. I don't mind a bit of wind, but yeah, it's wet. It's either pouring down or it's drizzle. Doesn't seem to be anything else but that. Which is about typical for Britain, and especially for Wales this time of the year. Millie's outside, Jessie's up just upstairs, I think, doing something. And Grant's just popped to the builders for some battening or something. So yeah, I nearly forgot about my whip and chat. And I thought, what's the time that happens too? And I thought, oh. And then I thought, what the hell do I talk about? Have I done anything this week? Have we been anywhere? No, we've not been anywhere. Have we done much? I was thinking, I don't know. And I said to the girls, I said, what have we been doing? Nothing much. I said to the dog, Lily, what have we been doing? She said, woof. So, you know, I try and write down what I think I'm going to talk about. But it's like, nothing was coming to mind today. My mind was just a blank. So, it's been a tough old week this week. I will briefly say my mental health has been a bit erratic this week. I have said before, but people that know me will know that I've suffered from severe depression since I was 9, and I'm now 53. I am on medication. I'm on very strong medication, which sort of works, but I don't know what else to give me at the moment, so we're just persevering with what we've got. So I'm having sort of good days and bad days this week, up and down. One minute I think I'm alright, next minute I'm crying. So if my videos seem a little bit erratic, I do apologise. I'm doing the best I can. Millie's been suffering with hers as well because I don't know if I've ever said, but Millie's in the process of being diagnosed with autism. Not full blown, is it? What's it called? High high functioning, is it? I can't remember what it is. So her anxiety's been through the roof because she can't deal with things that are changing. She likes routines and things and school, and everything's changing. So I had to phone the school. She had a massive, and I mean massive, on Monday. She frightened me to death. She had a massive panic attack where she couldn't breathe in school, and it was only like 9:05 when they rang me, and they're in school at 9:50 because of anxiety and everything, because they're supposed to have had they're having an English assessment, and she'd got herself worked up, and then one of the teachers had a go or something about uniform, and she was trying to argue her point, and I still don't understand exactly what happened, but she phoned me that she couldn't breathe, so get to the office. So she got to the office, and the deputy head thankfully got her in his office and did calm her by the time I got there. So I said, I think we need a meeting. I said, and get somewhere in place, things in place for Millie, because I said she is not coping very well at the moment. So they agreed. Had a stroppy old. So he said, take her home, calm her down, bring her back. He said about after break, which would have been 11:20. He said if she can't bring herself to come back, that's fine. Just give him a ring, and he'll know why. But no, she'd calmed down by then, and we talked things through. So when I took her back, the deputy head had said, oh, you need to make an appointment to see me or Mrs. Nicholas, which is the assistant deputy head, and we'll start putting things into place. So I said to the receptionist that comes to the door, because you're not allowed in because of COVID, which is fair enough, I need to make an appointment. She goes, yeah. I said, well, I need an appointment with Mr. Patton or Mrs. Nicholas. He's asked me to make an appointment. Well, I'll have to see him. She said, I'll have to see him. Quite shitty like. I said, oh, fine. I said, yeah, but, I need to know. Well, I waited all day Monday, all day Tuesday, Wednesday dinner time. I thought, I ain't waiting no more. So I phoned up again. And she said, well, I passed the message on. She said, I passed that message on. She said, it's up to them to get back to you. And I said, well, can you just jog their memory? Yes, fine. Still a bit shitty, which I wasn't a thing. But fair play to the assistant deputy head, Mrs. Nicholas, who's brilliant. Mr. Patton's brilliant. But she did phone me back after school, about 6 o'clock. And I did complain about, I don't usually say boo to no one about nothing. But this secretary had pissed me right off, because it's my daughter we're on about. And so I did put in a complaint. She was ever so apologetic. Oh, she was, you could see she was a little bit embarrassed. I said, it's not a good impression when the secretary makes you feel like you shouldn't be saying anything. You shouldn't be worried about your daughter. And if you are, you shouldn't come to the school about it. she was horrified. So they have decided that, yes, Millie should have a safe place to go. And there is a place called, what's it called? Pastoral something, but all the naughty kids go there, and like Millie said, they're the ones she's trying to get away with, the ones that are really, really noisy, because she can't stand a lot of noise. She wants to put her earplugs in, but she's not allowed to, not earplugs, earphones, and play music to calm her down, but they're not allowed to. But then she can see the poplar girls, as she calls them, with the long hair and the face full of makeup, with ear pods. Is it like Apple Pods where you haven't got any wire? And she said, and I can see them listening to music. Like Millie won't speak up for herself. So I did tell the deputy, assistant deputy head this. She said, right. I said, she has got a fidget gadget thing that she has in her hand. I said, but she needs somewhere to go, because at the moment the only thing they give her is pastoral support. I said she was going up to the Asperger's unit, the ASD, autistic department. I said, but the last time she went up there, I said she was told that she's missing too much school, too many lessons. He said, you need to go back to lessons. I said, so she's too scared to go up there. Right, she said, I'm not having that. She said, I will be having a word with them tomorrow and stressing. So she said, right. So I told her all, Millie's finding it hard, even being around her own friends at times. She can't cope with being around anybody. And I said sometimes she just needs to be able to step away from everything, get herself together and thoughts and whatever. She does. I don't know how she does it, but like she said, she just needs time out. I said, that's fine. So she said, oh, I'll have a meeting with Millie tomorrow. No, Friday. She said, I've got a meeting tomorrow. She said, so it'll have to be Friday. Is that all right? Yeah. And fair play, she's stuck to it. And now Millie can go up to the ASD unit whenever she wants. So she feels a bit better about that she's got somewhere. So they're going to see about the headphones, see what they can do. And see if they can have it as an exception for her. But I hadn't heard no more about that, and I don't know whether Millie asked after. So yeah, so poor old Mill's been having a toughy time of it. And then Wednesday she had to go to the dentist because she's had braces. She had her braces off, was it the end of last year or the beginning of this year? But the bands had been put on wrong. So she blamed Millie, and Millie said, look, I've only put the bands on as they were on, that you put them on. And she, no, I haven't put them on this way. And Millie said, I'm telling you, I've put them on the same way, but we can't prove it. And of course her braces were due to come off that day, so they came off, and of course her bottom jaw has moved right back. So, and she's panicking about the way she looks. She thinks she looks ugly. She's, she's this, she's that, and it breaks my heart. And because of her mouth and her jawline and her teeth have gone a bit wonky in the front because you had to wait over a week for your, what's it called? Not braces. What they called at night? Not gum shield. Retainer. And then they broke the one that she'd moulded, so she had to wait 2 weeks then. And of course, her bottom teeth, back teeth have rotated. The dentist was brilliant on Wednesday. He said the back teeth have rotated. He said the front teeth where the canines are a 3mm gap, but the front gap between the front of the teeth and the back of the teeth, the front teeth are in exactly the right position. So it's not a thing that she's got her teeth stick out. Her front teeth are in perfect alignment. He said it's the back jaw, he said, is 8mm out of place. So that's how far back it's gone, 8mm, which is a hell of a lot. And he said, no wonder. He said, is she having a lot of pain? I said, well, she's got pain in her where the jaw connects by the ear. I said, she gets a lot of pain there. I said, more than anywhere. But I said, she says it's uncomfortable. He said, I'm not surprised. He said, one, that's moved, but most teeth go like that, sit on each other like that. So when your teeth go on, they just rest like that. So he said they're not putting pressure on each other, but hers is sat like that, and the top teeth are pressing on the bottom teeth all the time. So he said that won't help her either. So he says, I don't know whether the orthodontist will actually do anything because they've seen her once. He said, but I'm going to pitch an ugly picture, he said, because she is going to find it going to get worse, and it is going to be more uncomfortable for her. So she's been referred, so we just got to wait and see now. But if they say no, wait to see the mama bear lose it, because I will. Because she's got no confidence. It's their fault. They should have made sure that she knew exactly what she was doing. If they're saying she put them on wrong, then they obviously haven't shown her right. That's my argument. And the dentist, the orthodontist, when they give her did the moulds and everything, should have made sure that her teeth were in the proper position, in my view. But we'll see. Yes, that was that. That was on Wednesday. And then Jessie wants braces for her teeth because she says hers are all wonky. So now the Tourette's are calmed down a little bit at the moment. She hasn't got so many head jerkins on her eyes really, a few neck ones. I said you can go and see about it. So I've got an appointment for her on the 8th of January to get her assessed and then referred. Couldn't make an appointment to bring my fillings forward because these teeth of mine are bloody agony. So I'm using oral gel, packing the oral gel in them, and it does help. I mean, it's not all the time, but oof, when it does, it's like, ugh. So I couldn't bring that forward, so I've got to try again next week. So I'll see if she can put me on cancellation, but they're only doing fill-ins and things certain days at certain hours, so it's like, God, so I don't know. But thank goodness for painkillers and oral gel. Oh, it is nice having a hot juice, you know, just the odd sip here and there. I've had a brain fart. Number 9. Anybody else get that? You can't remember what blinking symbol you're doing. Yeah, so Millie's out in her shed. We've painted the outside of it. Finished painting that. Give it a second coat in the front and did all the side. And I've given 2 coats to the side. Millie's done all around the frames. And then we've just been in, I think she's finishing the last wall now. Put all the insulation in. Insulation's gone on the floor and the floor's gone down. But it's just a basic plywood floor at the moment. And we'll probably put a wooden floor on top. And then we've insulated. She's finishing, I think it's only the window one she's got to do. And then we'll line the walls. So we went off and bought some paint so she can paint it. And she's chosen malt chocolate. It's quite just a very, very light chocolatey colour. It's really, really nice. It's more like a sort of beigey pink colour, I think, but no, it's malt chocolate. She loves it, so I said that's fine. That's the colour you want. So I said I don't think we'll finish lining it today because you need daylight really. But I don't know, she's shifted on, so I think she might finish the insulation, but definitely not the lining. So I said we'll probably crack on with that tomorrow and then paint it. And then I said I'll make some curtains. I said I've got some, I think I've got a bag of old curtains. So I said what I'll do for now, I said, is just make them, I've got the measurements, so I'll just make them shorter, a lot shorter. And you can have them in there for now, and I think I'll put them on a wire. I think it'd be easier, it won't stick out then for her, and it'll be against the window, so that'll be another insulation against the window if they're near enough right up against the window. Because trouble if you put them on a rail, they're about 1/2 inch to 1 inch away from the actual window pane, aren't they? Whereas she needs something near the window, so I think I'll do it on a wire. And then she can just pull it back and forth as and when she wants to. And then put some hooks on the side and maybe a band, and then she can just tie them back. Not that I've ever shortened curtains or anything like that, or done curtains if I can't find any that she likes. But we'll have a go. We shall have a go. The dog keeps going in to inspect it because we keep telling her it's her shed as well. Because her daddy's bought her a new bed, didn't he, and put it in there. I've got beds in the front room at the moment, both of them. So she's got 3 beds in the front room, one in a cage, one big round one, and then this big beanie bag type one, which she thinks is great. So that's that. Oh, I forgot to show you when I lit the candle. Bought a new candle this week, guys, for December. Look, I might liked it before. Orange spice. Oranges and cloves and stuff, but oh, it smells Christmassy. Oranges and cloves. I don't like clove smell on its own, but when you stick it in an orange. Have you ever got an actual orange and stuck loads of cloves in and hung it up like that sort of thing? Mine wasn't as, oh hang on, mine wasn't as neat as that. Mine was just plonked in any old how. That's quite nice. I mean, I wouldn't put cloves near my mouth. I mean, Grant, when he had toothache, he was using clove oil and putting that on his teeth. Oh, no, taste of cloves. No, thank you. Not in a million zillion years. I do not like the taste of clove. Grant don't mind it. I mean, I know it's good for you, good for pain on your teeth and stuff. It works wonders, but no. No, it gets up there. No, taste, no. But it's nice in an orange. I do like the smell of it. So I might say to the girls, because we've got a pot of cloves somewhere. So I said we might get, and I think we might have an orange in the front room left. So I said we might do that. My mince pies went down well. Grant took some in for the boys in work. And the bloke that makes us the flapjack said, can I make him some mince pies? So I said to Grant, I'll make him a dozen mince pies. So I'll probably go and get the stuff tomorrow. Make us some. And make this bloke, because he's very often makes us flapjacks. So at least I can do is make him some mince pies. I mean, I can never make a mince pies where it all doesn't seep out the edges. I can never get my edges to stay together. No matter what I try. I've tried sticking them together with milk, egg wash, you name it, but nah. They always come slightly apart and it leaks. But I don't mind it. Grant doesn't mind it. And I said, oh, I think your friend might, think they're a bit messy. He said, oh my God, he said they were gone. I think he took about 6 or 8 to work. Him and the boys, yeah, the lot. He said they went down a treat. I still haven't got round to the sausage rolls either. But I'm determined we're going to have some homemade sausage rolls this year. I said to the girls, oops. I said, I don't know whether I'll have time to do the stuffing completely from scratch. But I said, excuse me. I said, well, maybe do half and half. So I said, we'll see. I haven't made, but actually I'd like to show them from scratch so they'd be able to do it. And I have got a blitzer to do the breadcrumbs and stuff. So I might keep because it's better with stale bread if you've got it. So I might keep a couple of the slices of the bread and put them in a bag and use them. I never thought I'd just chuck that stale loaf as well. But yesterday, I never thought I could have put that in the freezer and that would have been ideal. Just brought it out, blitzed it up and away to go. Bit of onion, bit of sage, bit of sausage meat, bit of beef stuff and a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper and a pinch of this and a pinch of that, as my mum says. And we could have gone from there. Do anybody else find that you've got all these ideas of what you want to do, but actually getting around to doing them is completely the opposite, isn't it? You just don't seem to get round to everything that you want to do. Well, I don't. I have all these big ideas that I want to do, and then it just, yeah. And then before I know it, the end of the week has come and I haven't done half of what I planned to do. And I said, there isn't that many weeks now. Oh, it's gone on wonky wonky. Not that many weeks now till Christmas, is there? Does somebody say 4 or 5 weeks, is it? Something like that? Which isn't a lot, is it really? And I haven't even made a Christmas cake this year. So I think it'll just be me fruit cake. And I don't like marzipan and I'm not keen on icing. So I think I'll just do the fruit cake. And I won't even put any alcohol in it this time. I'll just make a fruit cake, I think. Base, and do it like that. I don't think Grant will be bothered. He just likes cake. Do you know what I mean? And it's only my dad who'll be coming Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, Christmas Day and Boxing Day. And he's not a big lover of Christmas cake. So I like it I like a piece of fruit cake. I love a piece of fruit cake with a cup of coffee. Mid-morning, if you've been up early, and then mid-morning having one, and it's really nice. Anybody else like fruit cake? Are you a Christmassy person? Do you like Christmas cake? Do you like marzipan? No, don't like marzipan. Do you like the icing? What number are we on? Are we on one of those? Get from there. I'm getting confused.com. Right, you're on an arrow. Right. Why can't they do? This has got number 5. I know I moaned about this last week, but I'm going to moan about it again. 5 on there should be 5 on the canvas. No, 5 is an arrow. So when I pick these up and I see that 5, I want to put them on the 5. I know I moaned about it last week, but I'm going to moan about it again this week. Because it pees me off. Because that's how likely I am to make a mistake. So I've got to really think about it. I need to turn that round really, don't I? So I'm not looking at the number 5 all the time. Dog's on the camel saddle snoring. I think she's got a bit of bellyache. Because she's been cutched up in a cage for a while, and then she went up on one of the chairs, cutched up tight to one of the cushions. So her belly was tucked in. So it's usually a sign she's got a bit of bellyache. But I think she got her grandpa yesterday to give her a bit of pork. And pork does unsettle her. So I think that might have happened. Or her dad gave in and gave her some, because they say, oh, she got the big eyes. I said, I don't care. She's not supposed to have it. So don't give it her. No matter how much she gives. Oh, I keep forgetting to put the spout back in. Anybody else do that? Forget to put the spout back in. Can you actually see what I'm doing? Have I been out of view? Probably, knowing me. You Pudding, hey, my little baby. So I've been awake since, well, I went to bed with a 8:30 with a migraine. I started off about tea time with a headache. Oh, I have to put wax in, don't I? That would help. Stupid girl, stupid girl. Let's put some wax in it. I'm going to try a 4-placer, only because there's a 4-placer on yet. Did you just see my hair? Right, because I got some wax in there. Yeah, so it turned into a migraine about by Happerstate. I thought, I can't stick this. So I went up to bed, switched all the lights off, and that's where I stayed. I didn't even get up to watch I'm a Celebrity. I mean, he said, it must be bad if you don't want to watch I'm a Celeb. I said, I just couldn't even lift my head. And then I dozed sort of in and out because I'd taken some painkillers. But Grant got me some painkillers about, I don't know, 5:20. And I couldn't even then lift in my head off the one side. And I was like, he said, well, hasn't it gone yet? I said, nope. I said, it has not. But it had, so I laid in bed till about, I don't know, 8:30ish, something like that. And it did subside. So it's just a headache now. So I'm hoping that it will eventually decide to do one. I can't cope with this placer, I don't think. Let's have another go. I'm trying to learn to rock the things on. See, that's what happens. I end up dropping them. And then I get in a fret because they're in the wrong bloody place. One more try. Now we'll go back to singles, guys. We'll stay at the single. We will stay at the single. Yeah, so it's my dad's birthday yesterday. So I did, came here in the morning. And then we went to meet my sister. The carer brought her up in the car. And she's got this massive, big, huge vehicle thing. Her wheelchair's in the very back of the car. And so we could sit in the car because she's not allowed to go in any shops. And she's not allowed to, oh shoot, I just spilt all my drills everywhere. The dirty drills, as they say. Sorry guys, just I think we're going to have to sweep up, Lily Lou. Mama's made a mess on the floor. Mummy made a mess. She's just looking at me to say dirty muffin. And so we could sit in the car because she's not allowed anywhere else. So they positioned the car, and so we could sit in the car, and not that she talks to us like, but she listens to what you say. And which is nice. But she was sometimes she knows who Mum and Dad is, sometimes she doesn't. But she could see Dad there today, and she could see me, and you could see she's confused. Where's Mum? Dad's been now, or Caroline's been, and there's no Mum. Why is there no Mum? So she kept saying, Mum, Dad, Mum, Dad. I said, yeah, Dad's here. Yeah, Mum, Dad. So I said, Mum's not very well. I said, she's in a home. She's been looked after in a care home. She just looks at me. And then about 5 minutes later, she'll ask the same. So I just reassure her. So in the end, I just said, no, Mum's fine. She's just feeling a bit under the weather today. But yeah, we spent about an hour and a half in the car with her. And the carer, Chris, that looks after her is fantastic. Really, really good. Because she's not, Jacqueline's not allowed to go in shops and things. They take her for a spin in the car. So they'll take her, like they brought her up to the lake, and they'll drive around the lake slowly for her to watch the ducks on the lake. And they'll take her, there's another Glangorse lake as well, and they'll take her there, or they'll take her to the town and drive around the town, because she likes to people watch. You can see her eyes watching people, and her head turning to where the people are walking, and which I think is nice, you know. And she seemed really happy. She'd had her hair cut really, really short, like a pixie cut. Oh my God, you'd think she was only in her blinking 40s. She looks so young. Like, she's 3 years older than me. She's 56. But she honestly looked in her early 40s. She looked beautiful. Oh, hang on. That was my dad. I bet half of you knew that would be my dad. He always seems to have phone when I'm filming. Yeah, so as I was saying, it was nice being in the car with Jacqueline. We were talking about what to get her for Christmas, so I think I'm going to do the same. I said to Chris, Akira, does she need anything? She said, no, not really. And I said, what about do what I did last year, give her a Boots voucher? I said, and then she can get whatever smellies, or you can get her perfume, whatever she needs. She said, yeah, that's fine. Because Dad likes to get her like new pyjamas, new slippers, stuff like that. So I said, well, if I do the Boots vouchers, you know, because they do make sure, I mean, she's beautifully dressed. She's had her hair, like her hair cut in a pixie bob. You know, she always looks the best. They do her nails for her and everything. They're so good. But I found out yesterday, one of the carers, can't think of her name, is 82. She only looks about 60, but she's 82. One of Jacqueline's carers, and she doesn't want to retire because she loves looking after Jacqueline. 80 bloody 2 though. And she is fit as a bloody fiddle as well. I can't believe that, like. But yeah, she said no. She said that's what keeps her young, is still walking at 82. She said, I'm on my own, so she said it's company for me, and I get paid for it. Bloody 82 though. Like, my dad was 82 yesterday, and he can hardly bloody walk. He just shuffles along now. Shuffle, shuffle, I call him. Shuffle, shuffle. He said, you can bloody talk with a stick. I said, with 2 shuffle, shuffles. Bless him. So he enjoyed it. So we were going to go out for dinner after, just me and him. But then he said, can we just go back to yours? I said, yeah, I'll get some nice rolls. And he likes tongue and some pickle and something. And I said, I'll do a sandwich, a nice cup of tea. And then he stayed then for a roast pork dinner in the evening. So he loved that. And the kids loved having him. So, but he did find it hard not having my mum there. He found that extremely hard, bless him. And of course, it's my mum's birthday next Saturday, 28th. What the hell do you get somebody that's in a care home? They say she doesn't need anything there. you know, because they provide everything for her. She's only limited to what she can have in the rooms. So Dad's going to get her a big bunch of flowers. So I said I might get her a small bunch of flowers and get one of those teddies things you have with it. And give her that. So I think my Auntie Margaret's got a, I remember some gold thing or something, I don't know. She's got her something that she knows she likes. So she said she'd got her that. So I said I just don't know what to get her. So I think that's what we'll go for. And just hope for the best. And see what happens. But I don't know. I just don't know what to get her. I mean, I can't even send a voucher to her. Because it's a care home. It's not like Jacqueline's. There's only 2 of them in Jacqueline's, like. So that'd be upsetting next week. Oh yeah, we had to go to the funeral parlour as well yesterday. As I told you, they want more details on setting up a plan. But I did get the leaflets, and there's a really good plan that we can put money towards, and then Jacqueline can put money each month. So like we'll pay half, and then she can put so much away a month for that. But it's horrible. Oh, it did break my heart. Look, I think that's why I got a migraine. You know, Dad's birthday, he's upset over Mum, and then trying to deal with this with my sister. Trying to get all that organised as well. Just something all the time. You know. And it pups. But we'll get it done. I said it might take me a while, but I said I'll get it sorted. And I went to the solicitors because Dad couldn't find his wills. So I went to the solicitor this week as well and asked them to send him a copy of the will, because I don't think that, I truly think they didn't send him one, but he doesn't know whether he had one or not. So I went into him and said, can you send him a copy? I said, so we can, because I need to see what he's put in the will, because if there's anything contradicting what I put in this package, you know, it would be a bit stuffed, even though I'm an executor on it for her. I need to make sure that, you know, all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. Dad wants her buried in where he lives, in the chapel, but they're talking about closing the chapel, and there's only so many plots left there anyway. So I said to Dad, you've got to put a contingency plan in. So I said, I'd like her down by me. So he's agreed now. First place is up with him, where he lives, and then the second one's here. But you just think, why should I be thinking of these things now? But you've got to put him in place, you know, haven't we, perhaps? Got to make sure that everything's there for her if she needs it, you know, if something happens, that she's looked after and cared for and buried properly. I thought, I've done most of it now, so I said if I can get it sorted before Christmas, so then I can just, you know, put a line under that one. I think that's one less thing to worry about. And I don't want my dad worrying about it, so I said, you know, so I said I'll take that on as well. Net pups. And then what day are we today? Saturday. Thursday night I went to pick the girls up. Reversed into car space in the school car park. Only there a couple of minutes, so I turned the engine off and I'd left my lights on. It literally was only a couple of minutes, but I'd left my lights on. And that was enough apparently to drain the battery, because I turned the key and there was nothing. There was nothing, just a click, click. So an hour and 40 minutes we waited. Yeah, an hour and 40 minutes for an engineer to come out. And he says, is it likely to be the battery? I said, I don't know. I said, it's given no indication that it's sluggish in the morning. I said, and it's just started a hill start, because out on my drive it's a hill, like a hill start. I said, so, and it didn't hesitate. I said, but there's nothing there. He looked and he went, yeah, it's a battery. So he gave it a super duper charge, which was for about 5 seconds, and it started. So Grant's changed it today, although yesterday it started perfect because Grant took it for a spin And this morning he started it perfect, but he said, I'm going to change it. He said, because you don't want to be in town and it not start or something, or at a junction and you'd stall it. Not that I have stalled it at a junction, but he said you'll probably be the time when you do and it don't start. But yeah, but when we were in the car park, I mean, to walk from my house, it's probably only a 10-minute walk from the school to my house, if that. But it would be like half an hour for me. So we sent, Jessie was supposed to be meeting her friend, so I give her the keys. I said, right, go home, get changed, bring me and Millie some chocolate back, because there's some chocolate we call stress chocolate, dark chocolate in the fridge. We call it our stress chocolate. And I said, bring the stress chocolate out the fridge. So she jogged off home, and then she come back about 20 minutes later. She'd bought us a packet of crisps each in there and the stress chocolate. She just said, just in case you're there for a long time. Bless her. The dog was with us as well, and I hadn't got a lead for the dog. The dog comes, we literally like 10 minutes. You know, we'd leave here. She's got her harness on. She's got a safety belt for the car. We safety belt her in. We go, we pick the girls up, we come home. That's that simple. Do you know what I mean? But no. So we had to use your seatbelt, didn't we? You had to unclip all your seatbelt and use that as the lead so you could go and have a walk and have a wee-wee. But she was quite happy, sat on my knee looking out the window. And yeah, she didn't mind. She had a little adventure watching people coming and going in the car park, wasn't it? But yeah, I thought, oh, couldn't it have not started at home? And then I could have rung the girls and they could have walked home, but no. I said it was lucky that I actually parked in a parking space, because very often I just pull in onto the side of the road because there's cars everywhere and you've literally got to pull in wherever you can. And for some unknown reason, I thought, oh, I'll just park in this disabled one. Why? I have no idea. No idea, but I did. So I was glad I did. So I'd have felt right Nana. But I'd probably have parked where I normally park. What we do with them ones. But yeah, but my hubby's changed it, so it's all ready to go. And I've been out for a spin to get some staples for the staple gun and some paint for Millie. And it worked perfectly, thank goodness. Here's Kat's outside the door yelling. She wants to come in because she wants sweets. She thinks if anybody's in the kitchen, they should give her sweets. But no, I am not giving her sweets. Yeah. Oh, I was saying about Mum as well, I forgot to say. We're thinking, I don't know what you think of this idea, but me and my Auntie Marg were talking, you know, about what Christmas present together. But we did think of one thing. My mum was a violinist in the youth Welsh orchestra. Fantastic violinist. But when she met my dad, he hated the sound of the violin, so she didn't do it. But she kept her violin. But the strings have gone on it and the bow got broken. So I said to me and Auntie Marg, we're thinking that we might get it restringed and get a bow for her and give her that. I mean, she won't probably want to play it, but it might give her some pleasure just to look at it and pick it out and maybe pluck the string with her fingers or something. Because we can't take the harp, because she could play the harp. But I said it's too big for her room. But I said maybe we could fix the violin. So I need to look into. So I said to Dad, where's the violin? I don't know. I said it's been under the stairs for 30, 40 years, as far back as I can remember. I said, so where is it now? I don't know. I said, you better not bloody chuck that out, because he's a shit for chucking things out. He said, oh, no, I don't know. I said, well, you need to find it. I said, because I think that one might be a good idea. Oh, I don't know whether it's a good idea or not. I said, well, me and Auntie Marg, I think it'd be a good idea, because, you know, with dementia, you go back in time, so she will remember her youth. She won't remember what happened today, or what happened last week, but she'll remember what happened in, I don't know, 1950 something. Do you know what I mean? Or 1940. She'll remember that sort of stuff. So yeah, we're thinking of that. Well, it depends how much it's going to cost as well. If it's going to cost an arm and a leg, well, no, we won't be able to do it. you know. And then I was thinking if we could get the new bows on it, new strings on it, new bow, and then get somebody to tune it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So that's something else I've got to look into. So yes, I don't know what else. I don't think there's a lot else happening. I haven't done an awful lot in the cross stitching, or I think I did about 500 stitches, that's all this week. I did a little bit more on this, not much. I did do a little bit of colouring one night, and that's it. I still haven't found my crocheting. There's only one more place to look, so, and then I forget. I write it down when I when I think about it, and I say, don't forget to go and have a look for your crocheting. And then I get up off the table and I forget all about it. Somebody will say, oh Mum, can you do this? And that's it, it's gone then. Till the next time I remember. But yeah. So Grant said he'll cook tea tonight. He's doing chicken bites in batter with egg fried rice, korma sauce, coriander and garlic naan breads. Yum, yum, yum. In my tummy, get in there. He makes lovely chicken and batter. That little tiny pieces of chicken in the bit, and then he does batter bits. I love my batter bits. That my curry and my rice all mixed up. He just looks. He said, I said, no, nice. Nice, 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 nice. So that's something to look forward to later. He had cheese and toast for lunch. I put Worcester sauce and loads of chilli on it for him. So when I finish this, I'll make us some coffee. I said, because what's the time? Oh, 3:15. It's about time I have a coffee, but it's getting dark already. I'm going to see how Millie's got on. I don't think we've got all the lining. I think we've got like plyboard lining stuff. I think we've got enough, but I don't know if we've got enough for the insulation. It's only like bubble wrap stuff in it with silver foil each side. So I said, for the roof we've got near enough. So I said, oh, Grant's got massive bales of bubble wrap anyway, so we said we might put it. I don't want to pay like 40 quid for another small roll of it just for a tiny piece. So I said we'll probably just do a couple of layers of the big thick bubble wrap that he's got to finish off the roof, and then it'll be fully insulated then. And you could feel a difference when we just insulated the floor and you shut the door. You could instantly feel the warmth. You know, if you came from outside and then went into the shed, you could feel it, the warmth in there. So I said, once you get the sides on and everything, I said, you'll really notice it. But we'll see. But it's been a nice project to do, I've got to admit. It has been a nice project because all the family joined in. Well, apart from Josh because he's not here, but all the family of girls have helped, and we can all say we had a part in it. Even Pups came in and kept us company, so I think that's all of them. It is. So with that, I won't bore you anymore, as they say. If there's anything you'd like me to talk about, just leave a comment down below and I'll do it. Or if you want me to do, like I did a tag in the week while I was, what was I doing while was I colouring? Or was I diamond painting? I can't remember now what the hell I was doing. Diamond painting, I think, aren't I? See, this is how my mind is working at the moment. It's just not working. But anyway, yeah, just let me know. I'll talk about it. The subscribe button, notification button, as usual, is by the side. If you haven't done it and you'd like to, they're much appreciated. If you want to chat, my social media list is down below, and my Happy Mail form I'd like everybody to fill in. You might even get a Christmas card if nothing else, because I was thinking at 5 o'clock, well, 5:30 this morning, that I must start writing my Christmas list, because I've got quite a few of you now on my Happy Mail form, so I thought I might send you all a Christmas card. But we'll see. But that has to be filled in. Well, anyway, all that's left for me to say is thank you for listening to me. I really, really do appreciate it. Look after yourselves. Take care, and most importantly, stay safe. Love you all. Bye.